Hello everybody and welcome back to the Oxford United Road to Glory career mode, the final episode of season 4, and what a way to end it with the UEFA Europa Conference League final. We will be taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. We obviously won the League Cup last season on the 40-year anniversary of when Oxford did it in real life. That qualified us for Europe as we came 8th in the Premier League. We've qualified for the Champions League next season by finishing 4th, and we also have a European final, which we can thank that League Cup victory for, because as I say, that's how we qualified for Europe. This is going to be a big one, lads. Mönchengladbach, let's actually have a look at who they played along the way. So in the group stage, they topped their group quite comfortably as well. They had Vitesse, Estoril Praia, whoever they are, and Molde, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's former team. In the last 16, they beat Rangers on penalties. Quarterfinals, they beat Zagreb, and then they beat Atalanta on penalties. They won quite a lot of games on penalties, so they did, but that meant that they will play us in the Europa Conference League final. And as we discovered in the last episode, they're not actually doing that well in the Bundesliga, Mönchengladbach. They are currently fighting to stay up. I imagine their season is over now. Let's just have a look. Yes, it is 34 games played, and Mönchengladbach did stay up in the end, 14th place. They were 15th last time we saw. They just about avoid that relegation playoff place. Hertha Berlin and Heidenheim are the teams that go down. Who won the Bundesliga? It was Bayern Munich, back to winning ways. On goal difference though, to be fair. It was very, very close. As I said, we finished 4th in the Premier League, so we have already qualified for the Champions League next season. So even though the Conference League doesn't get you into the Champions League, it's still nice to win a European trophy, but at least we're not relying on it to qualify for Europe like Mönchengladbach are, unless they won the German Cup, the DFB Pokal. But I can't check that, because for some reason you can't check who won the domestic cup competitions for other countries other than the one you're in, which is annoying. But before we get into this game, let's have a look at a couple of things here. This is the team. It's grown really, really well. Flynn is up to an 81, Bush up to an 80, Jarrett up to 88, which is incredible. Tyler Goodrum, fair play to him, 82 rated. I have a bit of a dilemma with Tyler Goodrum. I don't want to sell him. He is here until this career mode ends, but I still feel like we could do with another winger to bring into the team and have Goodrum be a backup. Diao, obviously they're at 83 rated, but it feels like he should be higher rated as well, to be honest. Rhino at an 80, he definitely would have grown a hell of a lot more this season if he hadn't gotten injured. It was such a shame, but hey ho, it is what it is. Will Holmes up front at an 82 rating. He's continuing to grow. He has been a sensational signing. I think he was like 68 rated or 69 rated, nice, when we signed him in the Championship, and here he is now leading the line in a European final, breaking the Premier League record at an 82 rated, and that +4 obviously makes him 86 rated on the day. Our lowest rated player of the team is Eric, who is 78 rated, so I do feel like we will need to get a new left back in the summer, but we'll keep Eric as a backup. Ball is probably the one I'll sell. He hasn't been as good as what we'd first hoped. Dragovic I reckon we'll get rid of as well. A few players here from the youth academy who might look decent, but I have sold them on just because they're not going to get the time to grow. We don't have as long left in the career mode as I would like to help them grow, so I have decided to move them on, but it brings in a bit of money for us anyway, instead of just releasing them for nothing. Except for this fucker right here, Santana. Where's he? I've been trying to sell this guy for fucking ages. He just will not leave. He's had so many offers, but he will not leave. I could just release him, but I kind of want to wait till we have enough money where it doesn't affect us too bad, which obviously will be next season because of the Champions League money that we will be generating. But yeah, it's just a nightmare. They need to fix that in the next game, where you have players like that who've been on the transfer list the transfer list for such a long time, and they just do not leave. Carvajal we might move on as well. Did okay, 68 rated though, 20 years old. It's probably time to move him on as well. And yeah, but we'll address that in the transfer window. What we need to address right now is the Europa Conference League final against Mönchengladbach. Before we do that, actually, let's have a look at the other European competitions and the FA Cup as well. Who won the FA Cup? Arsenal beat Newcastle in the FA Cup. Arsenal are also in the Champions League final. As you can see there, they came 6th in the Premier League, but they will be playing AC Milan in the Champions League final, so come on AC Milan. No offence to any Arsenal fans out there. And the Europa League was won by Juventus in an all-Italian final. So Juventus are the first European champion of this season, and let's have us be the second one with victory here over Borussia Mönchengladbach. Let's do a press conference first, get that morale up. I've just remembered I forgot to do something. There we go. Sorry, just making sure the sound doesn't reverberate through the microphone here. My apologies. But is fitness an issue here? Literally not, because I changed everyone's fitness level to be at its sharpest point, so I don't know what that question was about. How will I approach the game? We'll focus on performance. And the last question is, how can your team find consistency? We've not been inconsistent, lads. We just qualified for the Champions League and we rotated the teams a bit. Relax. But let's have a look at their team. Decent looking team there. Bailey out wide. Leon Bailey, the real life Aston Villa player. Kilman at the back, former Wolves player. Zaroury out wide. Jesus Christ, they love signing players in the Premier League, don't they? Puig as well there in the midfield. He's quite a good player. Samu and Carmelo. Or Camelo? Camelo? Yeah, Camelo, sorry. My eyesight went weird there. He's up front. 3 at the back formation will be interesting. Ramirez in goal. Clem there in the midfield. I can kind of see why they're struggling a little bit. Because I've said that now, they're probably going to beat us. But I can kind of see it. It's a bit of an imbalanced team. Some decent players there, but a few players who aren't great. Let's have a look at their bench. Shirky's on the bench. That's a big coup to have in your team. Sanabria as well. Morgala. Valda. Yeah, nobody overly threatening there. Leon Bailey is definitely their biggest threat. Zaroury is decent as well. But we know a thing or two about having threats in our team. Will Holmes there up front. Diao out wide. Goodrum there. Rhino. Even Bush at this stage. He's been scoring plenty of goals. Now, I did say if we got to a European final that I'd wear the red and black jersey in a final. And I do want to wear the away kit for this final. I just think it's such a lovely jersey. And I love iconic away kits, like United's iconic blue away kit in 1968. Trying to think of other examples. Real Madrid's purple kit in 2017. I loved jerseys like that. They can wear the all-white kit. We'll put them in their home kit, give them a little advantage. What stadium are we playing at? Sanderson Park. They've really put us in a generic stadium. That'll tell you how little they care about the Europa Conference League. But we're going with our strongest team possible. Let's just get into it, lads. The first ever European final in the history of Oxford United Football Club. And boy, am I buzzing to play it. I have bulk recorded all these episodes, by the way. I've really wanted to get through this season. I want to get into the transfer window, improve this team. The fans turning out there in their numbers. Here we see the highlights of a game that hasn't happened yet, just like we had back in the day in like FIFA 12 and FIFA 13. But that's what we're playing for right there. The Europa Conference League trophy. We kick things off here at Sanderson Park. It's Oxford United against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Here we go. Oh, the nerves, lads, the nerves. I'm not as nervous as I was in the League Cup final. It felt like there was a little bit more riding on that because it was going to help us qualify for Europe. It was the 40-year anniversary of the 1986 victory over QPR. So there was a couple of more things at stake there. But still, this is Oxford's first European final. It would be great to end the season with some silverware. So let's hope we can do that. Jarrett wins the ball back there and then gives it right back to them. But the 3-5-2 formation, or 3-4-1-2, or whatever you want to call it, it's never the easiest formation to play against. So I can imagine it's going to be a bit of a frustrating game at times, as Holmes nearly got in the end of that. But I'm really looking forward to Season 5. It would be Season 5, wouldn't it? Why am I doubting myself? I'm so sorry, lads. My headspace has been all over the place lately, and especially with this bulk recording, I'm after forgetting everything. But with League 1, Championship, Premier League again, yeah, it would be Season 5. So would you believe it would be one more season than what we did with Turl United? It doesn't feel like it. But I suppose we did do the majority of those episodes live. Here's Will Holmes, though. Oh, I tell you what, it was very, very nearly. Oh no, I thought he'd given a penalty for a second. I thought he'd given a penalty. It's a free kick. It very nearly snuck in. I think Holmes' momentum meant he couldn't be there for the rebound. But Jarrett does really well to win that back. And here he is again, Jeff Jarrett. Our highest rated player of the team, our captain. Oh, Will Holmes has hit the bar. Oh my goodness me. What a strike that was. What a time to score it would have been as well. Goodrum's running off the pitch. I can't switch player. Oh, that's two big chances there for us to take the lead. And now Mönchengladbach look to create their first chance of the game. Flynn does really well there to intercept that. Here's Camelo. Bazunu makes a good save. One thing we missed as well, I only saw the cutscene as it was halfway through. when I wasn't recording was Will Holmes did win Player of the Year, but that's not a surprise in the slightest. But unfortunately I missed the cutscene, so sorry about that. But anyways, here's Diao. Oh, what a season he's had, Diao, and he has scored in the Europa Conference League final for Oxford United to put us 1-0 up. Absolutely fantastic. We've been the better team. Third time is the charm. We had 2 chances right before this from Will Holmes. He scored the second goal in the League Cup final, Asana Diao. He's gotten the opener here in the Europa Conference League final. The Oxford United fans here in numbers, absolutely losing their minds. Did you see the colour of the stewards behind the goal there? They were... Look at that. What's going on there? They're green, they're purple. They look like the... you know when you'd be creating a wrestler back in the old SmackDown vs Raw games, and you'd have green and blue when you're in the moveset menu, and they'd be showing you what the different moves look like. That's who appears to be standing behind the goal there. The photographers, the stewards. I think we've just been invaded by aliens, but I tell you what, we invaded Mönchengladbach's defence there, and we've taken a 1-0 lead. I really want Will Holmes to get a goal as well here today. He didn't score in the League Cup final, so it would be nice for him to score here in the Conference League final. He had 2 good chances there before Diao's goal. He was really unlucky, but let's not have him be unlucky in this final. But it's the perfect start. We've been playing well, and we get the first goal. And remember, we didn't concede a goal in that League Cup final, so we're yet to concede a goal at all in cup finals, just like Oxford in real life. Well, at least in the ones that they've won. Oh. Booshed as well to get that back. Is Holmes dropping a bit deeper like he's Harry Kane. Gallagher, who's definitely been better in the last few games than he was for the majority of the season. Here's Rhino. Oh, well done. Oh, Goodrum! Another player who scored in the League Cup final. He very nearly got a goal here in the Conference League final. It was a good save by Ramirez. Rhino will whip this ball in. It's Boosh! Oh, Boosh! 5 goals this season. All of them coming in the Premier League. What a time this would have been to score his 6th goal of the season and his first in Europe. Beat the keeper, but beat the post as well. This first half has flown by as well, hasn't it? I can't believe how quick this has gone. It's crazy. Kilman now, former Wolves player, going on the run. He's gone on a decent run there as well. Here's Leon Bailey. Into Puig. I don't even think that's how you say it, but I just think it's a funny name, Puig. One of the many funny names we've seen in this series. Gallagher out to Diao. Just loses it though. Only 1 minute of added time at the end of this half. It's flown by. Mönchengladbach will look to get one more chance before then. Good block by Bailey. They will get a corner. So this half is not over yet. It is not over yet. Zarauri will whip in this ball. And that will surely be half time. Or will it? They still have it. They're still going to get one more chance. It's Puig trying to make me regret mocking his name. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. Bloody hell, 5 minutes into the one that was added on. But we are 1-0 up here at half-time. Asana Diao with the goal that separates the two teams. Don't need to make any changes at half-time. Very happy with how everybody is performing. We've definitely been the better team that half. Mönchengladbach there towards the end got into it a little bit more. They threatened slightly in that last couple of minutes, but thankfully they didn't make us pay. And Spence does really well to win that back there. Good room. Oh, go on, Will. I can see Will Holmes there in the middle. Oh, just didn't find him. Good block there by the Mönchengladbach defender. I keep forgetting to put Rhino on corners. Oh no, oh crap, I pressed the wrong button. Flynn still nearly got there though. Eric, go on lad. Deflected. Another corner. Well, I know he takes the corners from this side. He whips it in. It's Boosh. It's Jarrett. Oh, it's in! Oh, well, Leon Bailey was the one who got the last touch, but it's Jeff Jarrett, the captain. He will claim that goal, and it's 2-0 here. A great start to the second half. Rhino's ball in. Boosh won the header. Good save by the keeper. Did it cross the line? Oh, yes, it did. It was well over the line. before Bailey got the touch. At least I hope it was. But we don't care. Jarrett celebrates. It's a 2-0 lead. Has he been given the goal? Yes, he has. You love to see it. Jeff Jarrett, the captain, the leader, the legend. Ain't he great? He smashed that in like a guitar over Beetlejuice's head. Maybe not quite as hard though, to be fair. And it's Oxford United 2, Borussia Mönchengladbach 0. Come on, I want that Will Holmes goal. Rhino now on the run. We can see Will Holmes there in support. Oh, come on, Will. Oh, Jarrett nearly got another one. Oh, he's like, I don't want him to be like Thierry Henry, where he scores so many goals during the season, but does not score in a cup final. That is crazy that Henry never scored a goal in the cup final. Not for Arsenal, at least. All the great goals he scored for them. Very important goals as well. And never got one in a final. It's mental. But I don't want Will Holmes to be like that. Oh, Sarauri's in here though. Oh, good play. And it's 2-1. Mönchengladbach pull one back with 25 minutes to go. They've not threatened an awful lot in this game. But they've pulled one back. And remember, assuming they haven't won the German Cup, they need to win this game to qualify for the Champions League. That would have been, for the Europa League. That would have been a penalty had that not gone in. Did he get a yellow card for that, Bush? No, he didn't. So the lead has been halved. And as I say, it's against the run of play. Well, that's what I get for just trying to get Will Holmes a goal. Now I'll take a goal from anybody. Oh, Goodrum loses that. Okay, this has got me slightly nervous now. Just ever so slightly nervous. Is Puig. Now Clem. They're looking to hold on to this ball here. It will not fucking switch to the right fucking player. Sorry, I had to let out a bit of frustration there. Here's Zarauri. Oh, Flynn does well there. Come on, 15 minutes to go. Here's Goodrum. Well, it was the first goal we've conceded in a cup final, but let's try and make sure it was a consolation. Tyler Goodrum. Will Holmes does get his cup final goal, and it's 3-1 with 15 minutes to go. Will Holmes, he had to score today. We couldn't have another cup final without a Will Holmes goal, and surely he has put us in the driving seat here to win the Europa Conference League. Tyler Goodrum gets the assist. He's still looking for his 20th goal of the season, so let's hope we can get one more chance before this game ends. Through the legs of the defender. The keeper stuck a leg out, but he was beaten for pace. JJ can finally celebrate now as we take a 3-1 lead here in the Conference League final. I might look at making some changes. We'll give Rhino a rest for Lucas. I kind of want to give Duac a game because he's done well this season, so I'll make that change there now. Well, they've kicked off, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer for those subs, but it's all good. It's all good, man. I'm going to use the same quote I used in the last episode. Call me Jimmy McGill, because it's all good, man. But here we are, the last 10 minutes. Mönchengladbach don't really have a lot of urgency to go forward, do they? Is Leon Bailey. I tell you what, though, if they do score the next goal, it does make things a bit interesting. So it does. And they're on the attack here again with Zarauri. Go on, Flynn, you can win that tackle. Oh, it's going to be a foul. And it's going to be a yellow card for Peter Flynn. We do get to make the subs. We'll put Flynn on the line here. Oh, they've done me there. They've done me there. It's 3-2. This scoreline makes it look like this has been a ridiculously close game, when it really hasn't. Well, that's a defensive change coming up now. We're going to switch the formation to a 5 at the back. 5-4-1. Let's put Gallagher there. Swap them. Let's take off Goodrum. He's not going to get his 20th league goal of the season, but look, it's a small sacrifice. I'm very happy with the 19 goals. I know Flynn's on a yellow, but I do want to keep him on. And you know what? Bloom is going to come on at left back as well. just to be super, super safe. It was a well-worked goal, I have to say. I have to give them credit where it's due. It was a really, really good goal. And that makes things a little bit nervy here towards the end. This is the formation we actually started with in that League Cup final, so it's worked well for us before. But this time we're doing it to hold on to a lead in a cup final that I really think we have dominated. His Duak. Oh, go on, lad. Will Holmes. Oh, that was probably the last big chance we're going to get. 2 added minutes. Oh, no, 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 no. Please, no. Please, no. Bailey. Sarauri. Oh, I didn't mean to switch player there. Oh, my God, I don't believe it. Gavin Bazunu. Every Oxford United fan right now needs to thank Gavin Bazunu because he has just made a cup final winning save. We have won the Europa Conference League, but I tell you what, lads, it was not easy in the slightest sense of the word. Oh my God. I'm actually shaking after that. What a save by Gavin Bazunu. He just about got us to avoid extra time, and we can celebrate officially. Oxford United have won a European trophy. It is the Europa Conference League. Oh, oh my God. My heart is through the roof. That was way too close for comfort. We dominated that game. 3-2. That scoreline is not a fair reflection of the game. But listen, let's forget about it. Let's enjoy this moment. There's that beautiful Conference League trophy. There's Jeff Jarrett, who got the second goal in this game. He is now going to lift this trophy. For the first time in their history, a European trophy is in the possession of Oxford United, the Europa Conference League champions. And next season, we march into the Champions League for the very first time with a lot of momentum behind us and quite a good team as well that we can still improve. We know the areas where we need to make some upgrades, and I'm really, really excited now about being able to bring in these upgrades. But that will be then, this is now where we celebrate with the Oxford United faithful. Thousands of them have packed into the stadium to see their team lift a European crown. What a moment this is. Jeff Jarrett celebrates with the trophy. I really wish they'd update this trophy winning celebration where all the players get to lift the trophy. I hate how it's only the captain. No offence to the captain or anything, it obviously makes sense why they'd lift it, but I wish they'd all lift it. But anyways, Europa Conference League champions, what a performance, what a game, what a moment. Our second major trophy of this career mode. Look at the players celebrating there. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. It is an absolutely beautiful sight. The fans, they can't believe it. They want to stay put for now as well. They don't want this night to end. But I tell you what, lads, we've got a lot to look forward to in the future with Champions League football. Let's do the post-match interview. Let's watch the parade in Oxford with the trophy as well. So Mönchengladbach will not be playing any European football next season, but fair play to them for getting to the final. And they made it quite interesting there with those goals towards the end. I always forget that these answers never actually improved the morale after a cup final. It's really weird. But anyways, whatever. Who cares? What a moment. Let's forward on through here to the celebrations. Here it is. Oh, look at Oxford there with the trophy. Sorry, my microphone nearly disconnected there. I was a bit distracted. But Oxford United celebrating with the trophy here in the great city of Oxford. Champions on the back of the jersey. The trophy on the bus. But there's plenty more where this came from, lads. As beautiful a sight as this is, there is plenty more to come. Believe you me. Look at the DJ there wearing the free agent kit. That's hilarious how they've never fixed that. Oh, I can't wait for this to have the Premier League, the Champions League, and hopefully the FA Cup as well. That is the goal for next season. I want to win the bloody treble. That's how I want to end this career mode, is with the treble. Maybe even a quadruple, but we'll see. But lads, Diao apparently is topless. No, that's not Diao, that's Will Holmes. What am I saying? Diao's behind him. Sorry, I read the name and it distracted me. Oh my god, I can't believe we're that far into the life cycle of this game and they still haven't fixed it. But Uribe, the right back who never really grew much going out on loan, he will be joining Burnley permanently. I think that's a good move. So I'm actually quite happy with that. But that will do it for the final episode of Season 4, lads. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've ended it on a high with the Europa Conference League trophy. Actually, you know what? Let's just go in another little bit. Belgium want me to be the manager of their team. I'll tell you what, lads. We've had a mixed relationship with you and your teams. And as fun as an idea as that sounds, to manage the Belgian national team, maybe in the future, but we just don't have the time, unfortunately, to do it for the rest of this career mode. But I tell you what, it would be funny if we could do a Belgian career mode. But anyways, not right now. Let's see who won the Champions League, though. We'll sim in another little bit. Who won the UEFA Champions League? AC Milan did defeat Arsenal, so Arsenal will not be playing Champions League football next season. They will be playing Europa League football after winning the FA Cup. So commiserations to Arsenal, but also, haha, we're playing Champions League and you're not. But lads, that will officially now do it for the final episode of Season 4 of the Oxford United career mode. I'm going to do some transfer business here in the background. I've got a fair idea of who I want to bring in and who I want to let go of, so we'll see what happens when it comes to those transfer plans. But I'm open to other players coming in as well who may not particularly be on the shortlist right now, but they would definitely be players who I would be happy to bring in, and that's always something I'm open to. As you can tell, I'm rambling a lot. I've been recording for like 5 hours straight now, so my head is just a bit all over the place. But yeah, great way to end the season. Looking forward to Season 5. Hope you are too. See you in the next episode, which will be coming this Monday, the first episode of Season 5, the final episode, the final season of this Oxford United career mode. Hope you're looking forward to it, because I certainly am. Talk to you then. God bless.